Yeah, viewers, well, I'm going to do just a rough guided accuracy test on this meter, just using this modern Chinese plug-in electric meter you use just for cost monitoring, and that it does kilowatt hours and all that. Also, it measures amps and everything else. But this is the most accurate one on the market, so I'm just going to use that as a guide. I've got the meter stood up against this big old stereo, leaning against the stereo, and the mott covered with a rag to protect the meter, to hold it up. That's holding it perfectly, that mott. I keep it as level as I can. That meter's not going anywhere. So now I'm going to plug this into our load. I'm going to get an extension cord so I can hold the meter and see this should advance 1/10. So yeah, keep these in sync. This is a rough guide. So generally this thing should still be pretty damn accurate because this is a very well built meter. So if it was made in 1964, if that's the date it was made, 64, that means this will probably be about 47 years old. And it's probably never had an accuracy test since it was manufactured, so if it's still accurate now after nearly 50 years, that's great Australian made quality for you. Alright, I'm going to get this all set up. I've got a feeling it is pretty accurate anyway, so now after I do that, I'm going to just give this case a bit of a touch up with some cut and polish. And get some window cleaner and polish up that glass so it looks really good. So yeah, let's get this set up and we'll get going. 99 1, and that's exactly on 1. So see, 0.100, and that's advanced on 1 notch, and that is spot on just about. Yeah, I'd say that's spot on. So according to this meter, this is accurate. So yeah, I'm gonna just set the heater up again without the meter. I'm gonna clean this all up, polish it up, so I get this unplugged. I just plug it straight in because it's a bit cold this morning. So yeah. Okay viewers, I've had to pull this meter apart again because the clips, the metal clips in here which hold the glass on, had bits of rust flaking off from behind them. So I've had to blast, compress there behind those and just dust off those clips so there's no loose metal that's going to fall in and get to those magnets in the meter. I lightly polished up the disc. I couldn't get all those fingerprints off. They're just tarnished on the disc. I got that little rust spot off. So yeah, now I'm going to do the little glass fascia here. Some methylated spirits, the handkerchief. I did the same with the inside, and it wasn't too badly dirty, but picked up some minor scuffs. Yeah, a little bit dirty. That's looking pretty good. The scuff mark there. It's on the outside too, so I have to try and buff that out. Bit stubborn. Yeah, it's hard to scuff off, but I'll do this last because I'm going to just go over it lightly with some turtle wax. Just see what happens. I'll do this little bit here first and see what it does. But I'm pretty sure that's the actual texture of the meter anyway. That cloudy texture is how the Bakelite actually is. Probably might not need to worry about using that. I'll just give the whole meter a touch up with methylated spirits. Same effect as window cleaner, kitchen cleaner. So I'll go over it with that and we'll see what the meter looks like. Okay viewers, bit of light buck on this meter. I know I said I was going to cut and polish it, but I don't think the meter actually needs it at all, so it's actually pretty good. A bit of stubbornness there, I don't know what that is. I don't got no fingernails, so I'm just going to buff it off with this. There you go, they come off. A good hard scrubbing with some spirits and it gets all these little blotches off. It's Bakelite, but it's almost like melamine the way they've made this. It's like really got that smell to it. Now what I'm going to do, oh, there's still bits of muck there now, I can see in the sun. I got most of it off anyway, so I'm going to take this little terminal cover off and do the inside of that, and that's because that's got lots of dirt stuck onto it and it looks really messy, so get it a good clean and give the glass a good hard scrubbing around the edges. It's got like grease and some sort of muck around the edges, it's just built up. So I'll give this a polish, just give there a good polish, and yeah, we'll give it another test. Okay viewers, the meter came up okay. There's some stubborn grease stuck around deep in those crevices, but it came up pretty good all in all. Now I'm going to plug this into the heater again, let it run for a good, I don't know, probably 5 or 10 minutes or so. Alright, now I know its accuracy is pretty good. I'm going to just set it up somehow on a board or something, keep it up, right? And when I do my mod experiments, I'll be running it through this meter, see how much how far the wheel, or how much kilowatt hours I'm pulling and how fast the wheel spins per arc, or the arcs I'm doing. So that'll be pretty cool once I get this set up. So I'm going to set the heater back up in here again. She's on. Now I'll put the fan on and see what effect it has on that disc. It's on 1, which puts less current to the heating element and it's spinning slower. Now fan only, the motor itself, or the fan's running. That's moving very, very, very slowly. So yeah, the fan of the heater's pulling hardly anything. Bit hard to see on camera. Put the heater back on, it's getting a bit cold now. So yeah. See if I can get you viewers to see this. There you go, the gear's being driven by that disc. A ram gear which turns that cog. As you can see, the disc itself is pretty straight, it's barely warped. So yeah, there's a voltage coil there with 44 written on it. Alright, make something like a box or something with like a shelf I'll set up. I'll make like a little something I can carry out here, set it on the ground, and the meter will be just hooked onto that, screwed on, make it nice and secure, put the power point next to it, plug the ballasted mod in there, and plug that straight into the wall. And I should be able to just monitor me mod through that, so that'll be pretty cool. So yeah, get the light, you can just see how the texture of that Bakelite looks pretty cool. I'm going to put the anti-tamper things back in. It's got these little stubborn blotches on here, but they weren't very easy to get off, I'm afraid. But anyway, that's no big deal. That just adds to the originality of the meter. There you go, it's almost spot on 7 now. So I'll put these back on, and that'll be the end of the video. So yeah, thanks for watching.